This is more of an episodic experience between Israel and Hamas. Unfortunately, it is a cycle of violence that we have seen before. What is different this time is that the motivations of the two actors were strung along by grassroots activists on both sides. We have to remember that the trigger for this particular period of violence was Israeli police moving into the Al-Aqsa Mosque, using what some have said is a heavy hand to clear out Palestinian protesters who were trying to prevent the Israeli authorities from evicting Palestinians in East Jerusalem. That then provoked Hamas, who claims to be a defender of Jerusalem, to begin its rocket and missile barrage into Israel, triggering this conflict. But it wasn't Hamas choosing this particular moment to blow up what kind of working relationship it has had with Israel these past few years, a system in which they receive aid through Gaza or through Qatar for Gaza, through the Israeli authorities. In exchange, Hamas holds off on rocket fire. That deal was unstable, but it worked up until about 7 days ago.
Right. And so what leads to calm in the situation, Ryan, to your mind? Because all major governments are calling for calm and a ceasefire right now. What do you think happens from here? The question essentially is, who enforces de-escalation?
Well, at the moment, the Israelis are mostly in the driver's seat of de-escalation. They're the ones who are choosing the targets. They're the ones who are choosing the moments of the heaviest strikes within Gaza. The Hamas is forced into a kind of a retaliatory position. So it's the Israelis who are going to choose when they want to de-escalate. We're not entirely clear when that's going to be, but we're starting to see emerging signs from the United States, really the only country in the world that has notable leverage over Israel that can consistently change Israeli behavior, starting to show signs that they want a ceasefire. But they're not doing it in such a manner in which the ceasefire needs to be immediate. We could see a few more days of violence as the Israelis work their way through target sets in which they're trying to establish a new type of deterrence with Hamas. They want to remind Hamas that rockets attack on Israel have a very heavy price, and that Israel still controls the borders and it controls the aid for reconstruction that Hamas will inevitably need.